What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, and ProFab Headers. What is going on today, guys? I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up?
What is up? What is up? We are back live here on Facebook again, another week. So, if y'all want to go check out, this podcast, if you're listening to it on your podcast provider, and you want to see it, you can go back on our Facebook and check it out live. See all the edits.
See how beautiful we are.
Yeah, check out Sterling and all that good stuff.
And David. He on there too.
Oh, I just got race cars.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't have a race car.
Well, Well, what's been up with you?
Sick.
Quit being sick. Don't do that.
I can't get rid of it, man. It won't go away. Yeah. I felt like kind of like the flu, honestly, last week, and just aching and all, that whole deal. So I went to the doctor and they checked me for all that, everything. They swabbed me and poked me and pried me and all that. And I didn't have anything but sinusitis, but that is good. But sinusitis, it was pretty tough. But so I'm still getting over it, and it's getting better, much better.
Oh, good,
much better.
Good,
so.
Good. That's good.
We've just been passing it around to everybody in the family,
Well, don't give it to me.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
No. Now Mama's got it. She's starting to get all stuffed up and all that stuff. So that's the start of it, I reckon. But so we've been doing good, man, doing that, and we didn't do a whole lot the weekend. Went to the big town of Sherrall, and I know you know where Sherrall is.
Biggin.
And well, we were going to get coffee. We were trying to find a coffee place, and try to get some coffee and get the kids something from whatever. So we ended up, they were closed in Bennettsville. So Sherrall to Bennettsville to Sherrall is only about 15 minutes, so it wasn't too far. So we rode on up there and found a cool little place and went and got some good coffee and stuff there, and walked around and went to a wing place. We found us a cool wing place, Leo's in Sherrall. Really cool place downtown.
Leo's is good.
It's really good.
I've been to Leo's in Sumter. Same people.
Okay,
and it's good. We used to actually kind of frequent that place a good bit back in the day. It was good stuff.
Yeah, it is. They got probably, I don't know, 20, 25 different flavors of wings you can get. They got dry rubs, which is honestly, my go-to now ever since the smoke wing dry rub era from Hooters when that started.
You ain't had no smoke
I've
wings
been stuck
lately.
on them. I have not. I'm going through withdrawals, honestly, but
I'm gonna tell you what.
But yeah,
I think I told you about that. The last time I went and tried to get some smoke wings, and I did. I got them. But it's been quite a while because I got like 10 smoke, maybe 15. I can't remember if it was 10 or 15, but regardless, it's wings. And I was there at lunch one day, got 10 or 15 wings and I think a sweet tea. Maybe I got fries, but regardless, not much. And I think it was like $27.
$75.
It was like about pretty much. I think about $25. I was like,
yeah. Well, for a long time, every time me and you went to Hooters, every time, I don't care what we got. We could have got shrimp or we could have got wings. It don't matter. It was $75 every time. So yeah, it's high for sure. I know wings is chickens. I guess there's no shortage of chicken breasts, but there's shortage of wings.
And
I don't
eggs.
understand that.
And eggs.
I ain't real sure what's going on, but yeah. So
Aunt Mary said, "Hey,
hello, Aunt Mary. How you doing?"
But yeah, I don't understand the shortage of eggs when there's no shortage of chickens. There's a shortage of eggs.
See, I heard that. I'm not trying to get political, but I am kind of. I heard that somehow or another the chicken feed that they're giving these chickens are not allowing them to produce chickens. And some of these chicken farms were just kind of letting their chickens just kind of free roam and not feeding them and they were starting back to produce eggs. So you tell me what's going on there. I don't know.
I don't know. It don't make much sense, does it? At all.
It does not. It does not. So, we just got to start getting our own chickens and cows and pigs and, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Sunday for us was wide open, kind of as always for Sunday is for us, and headed to church, and church was great. Pastor Mac was wide open. He was on it. He was on it pretty tough.
Definitely was this week.
Yeah, which was great. It was awesome. I love his energy and this I tell you what, if you don't leave church on Sunday from Lebanon feeling like you've learned something and want to carry it through the week, something's wrong. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, it was good. We enjoyed that, and went to Mama's and had some taco soup and did some work around there a little bit, and then went home and chilled out some and had some dinner, and that was about it. But watched some football, which was it was kind of disheartening for my part anyway. I wanted to see the 49ers and the Bengals in the Super Bowl, and 49ers that was bad from the start. They got all hurt up and everything else, and Bengals game was good. Bengals and Chiefs game was great, really was, and I hate that late hit kind of set the whole tone for the whole game right there. It just that changed everything. I really think that if that hadn't happened, I don't think the kicker would have made that. What was it, 56-yard field goal? I don't think he would have made it. Maybe, but if he hadn't have, they would have went in overtime. I think the Bengals had the momentum at that point to win the game. But anyway, it is what it is. I like the Chiefs too. They were still good. I mean, heck, Patrick Mahomes was all hurt. And I know what an ankle injury hurts like. I understand that. So for him to be able to play like that was pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, that was our weekend for sure. So how about yours, man? How was it?
Cool. Well, it wouldn't. I didn't do a whole. Well, I did a lot, but it's one of them things where you don't. You do a lot and not feel like you accomplished a whole ton. But we did. I come out here to my mom and dad's Saturday. Saturday was my dad's birthday, so happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
But then I helped him some. He was working in the trailer, trying to get some lights in there. So we got lights in the trailer now. Get some plugs ran and all that good stuff. So we are lit up in the tunnel.
The new Connex. Yeah, the new Connex.
That thing long for sure. But
long.
But get this, and you know how I am about finding a deal on stuff. But my dad found this deal on Go Figure. I guess I follow after him on that.
Yeah.
He found these LED lights, bulbs, strips. They're 4-foot bulbs. I think they are. Might be 3 foot. I'm not sure. Nah, 3 foot. Anyway, regardless, there's this place. You know the place called Restore? It's by the Habitat for Humanity. How they sell like a little resale shop. They get these lights in there that are LED tube lights, and they are bright. They are literally they come 2 to a pack, and the pack is $2.
What?
Yeah. So we lit up the whole trailer with those.
Great. That's for everything. That's for the mounts. I mean the everything.
Yeah. Well, the mount is made on it. No, the mount is made on it. The cord comes off of it and everything. We wired them straight in, and no, it was everything.
Wow.
In it. Yes, they are good lights. Nice. So if you need some lights for anything, run over there. Which we, I think, let's see, they won't let you get 6 packs of them at a time, so 12 bulbs. So we've been back 3 times, I think.
Well, y'all got it lit up good for sure. That's
I
good.
can't pass
That's
up
good.
on. We can't pass up on a good deal, you know.
No.
And there's these and I ain't trying to take nothing away from them guys, but you know, like the pit lights and stuff that come off the trailer and stuff. We done made a couple poles of them. So with these, and it works
Sweet.
good. Works good. So did that. I had to put brakes on my truck, so I put brakes on it. Did a little bit on it, and I added I've had it for like a year and just hadn't got around to putting it on. But I put a LED light bar on the truck, just because when I drive to work every morning it's dark, and where I drive at, there's a lot of deers, and
a lot of deers.
I just like seeing a little bit extra, so.
I don't blame you a bit.
So I was like, we'll put this on there. It must not be too annoying though, because I just tried it. I figured somebody flashed lights at me, you know. But I angled it down, so it's not shining at anybody. I mean, it still lights up out in front, but it don't shine directly at anybody. But I drove all the way to work with it on, and it was good. So nobody flashed lights at me or anything. So
good.
I was like, good. That works for me. Works for me. And then Sunday we came, we went to church, like I said, good service there. Came to my mom and dad's again afterwards, and we ate, and chilled out, watched football. And actually, you can't hardly see back here right now. I've got let's see. If you look, it looks like there's actually been some work going on, and the reason being is
there's a tire on there.
There's a tire off of there, but
off of there,
yeah. So, but actually, the reason being is because we actually did some work on the race car. I changed seats in the car. I didn't like the way the other seats sat, and buddy Chad Webster was over here when I had him on the show a couple weeks ago. And he was telling me some stuff to do, but I was like, man, I hate to do that to this seat, and it's an older seat that was in it. The Legend car had almost a brand new seat in it, though. So I was like, well, let's swap it out and just see how that seat sits in there and stuff like that. So anyway, so swapped it over, and the seat actually sat great in there. We still got to do some stuff with the steering column, get it how I feel comfortable in it. But the seat sits a lot lower. Back of the seat sits a lot lower, so I feel like I'm sitting down in the car a little bit instead of up in the roof now. But that was a little bit of a job. It wasn't too bad. It was just a lot of leaning in the window and, you know, bending way over trying to get bolts in. But normal.
Yeah, it's hard to work in that thing, that's for sure.
Yeah, we had Landon in the passenger side of it. He was doing everything from there. His scrawny self could get up in there easily, so we had him in there taking care of it there. So it was good. Well, that pretty much did was my weekend there. And so watched a little bit more football last night, like you did. I don't know. I wasn't as whatever about it just because. I don't know. I just didn't really care about none of the teams in there, really. It was just, whatever.
Yeah.
Kayla was happy. Her Eagles got in.
Yeah, of course. I like Jalen Hurts. I do. And I like Burrows, too, you know, so I don't know. But I like Patrick Mahomes, too. I mean, they're all good teams. Nonetheless, I think it'll be a good Super Bowl.
I think it will, too. It'll be good. It's I don't know. I hope it's just not a runaway. Hope it's not like the college national championship.
Yeah, that won't be good. That would not be good.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, big news come out. Well, we'll get into some news. Big news came out, which we kind of already knew. Some people had kind of heard before. Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to be down here at Florence Motor Speedway for the Icebreaker here in a couple weeks' time. So, what you think?
You want to say hey to David Stark?
Hey, David Stark.
You on a podcast? No, how about that? No, you on a podcast? There you are. Huh? $50. Yeah, I ain't thinking you ugly. Cool. I'll call you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be. I mean, it's definitely going to pack the house again, no doubt about that. Everybody's going to come and all the action that was in the 400. I think it's going to be probably the same way. Honestly, I mean, it's going to be a good race. It's going to be a really good race. Be a lot of people come show up, I think, and yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see kind of how he does and running a race on that track now. You know, he hadn't run in a while, and being that he has run a race recently, see how he does. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good for sure.
Well, cool. Yeah, I think it'll be good, and thankful for our friends, the Zacharias family over there, putting on another big event over there at Florence Motor Speedway. I haven't even talked to them actually, but I imagine I'm going to be over there for that weekend. So that's cool. Saw, I don't know if you saw this, but Landon Huffman that was at the 400, and everybody follow Landon Huffman's YouTube page for sure. He puts up a vlog about every other day, every other day. As soon as he gets them out, especially over the winter while he's working on some cars. But he joined our team SRI as of this past week. So he is now a SRI driver, and welcome on board there to Landon Huffman. They also have a podcast, and check him out. I'm going to have him on here probably pretty soon, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
So cool. So should get it here. But he's not going to be able to be at this one. I messaged him the other day. Him and his wife's going on vacation, so Landon won't be there for the 400. So is what it is. But anyway, speaking of SRI Performance, they are your one-stop shop for all things racing, guys. Make sure you head over to SRI Performance. Get everything you need for your race car in this building season. They got everything, nuts, bolts, washers, everything on up to motors that you can put in your car. Any need that you have for the car, head over to SRI Performance. They'll hook you up for sure. So head over there and tell them we sent you. If you're going online, head over to www.sriperformance.com. Fill that card up. Put in promo code CBONE10. That's C as in
chicken.
BONE10. Get yourself 10% off there at time of checkout. Same deal over at Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. They're some of the best in the business. Any materials you need for your next project, from starting frame wise on up the roll bars and all the sheet metal to cover it with, y'all head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. They got all the materials you will need to put that car together, make it look good, and do it structurally sound. As long as you're a good enough welder, I guess.
Yeah, that requires that. Yeah, the material's great, but you gotta have a good welder. That's for sure.
That's right.
I know where to find a good welder. I do know where to find a good welder.
Good.
I wish I could get one. I could get one of them.
I know a few of them. Maybe some of them will come to work here once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, good deal. Well, cool. Also, our friends over at Earl Ramey Racing Engines, and I'm going to hold back a little bit on that because we're going to show something here in just a little while, but our friends over at Earl Ramey Racing Engines and Profab Headers and Exhaust, guys. Head over to Profab. If you are looking to up the performance on your ride, head over to Profab Headers and Exhaust, and man, it's crazy just looking at putting a set of headers on the car, what they can do for your ride. So head over to ProFab, and they'll hook you up and get on there today, and it can, man, it can just make it faster, make that car faster. Take a motor that's already got plenty of horsepower, give it a little more with some ProFab headers.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Go talk to our buddy Andy over there, and we're glad to have them back on board now for another year.
For sure.
2023. How about we are pretty much done with January already? I feel like it literally just was New Year's.
Yeah, it was Christmas like a week ago. I swear it was.
It seems like it. Seems like it for sure. So cool. Did you get to watch any of Golden Isle Speedway?
I did not. But I did see some of the highlights of it, and well, from Saturday night, I think it was Friday night. Can't remember. But I know old Kyle was showing off a little bit. That's for sure.
Yeah, just on Friday night. Just on Friday night. He just showed up Friday night. Yeah, just showed up Friday night and decided just, go out there and see what he could do. And they put on. He could do. Man, they put on one of the best shows. Man, that was awesome. I know Overton got it there on Thursday night. Kyle Larson got it there on Friday night, and then decided to come out there and show off and try to do a donut and nosed it into the wall. Pretty hard too.
Oh Lord!
I mean, he kind of hit pretty hard. I mean, he kind of got the nose good. So, it's something else. So,
it's starting to stretch though. So we like, well, a few years back we went to Golden Isle and then went to Speed Weeks down there. But yeah, it's starting up the whole stretch there, I guess. So, is this the last year they're going to be at East Bay or next year? I can't remember.
I've heard next year, I think. Next year.
Okay. All right. That puts on a good show for sure. I enjoy that week.
I do too. That's always a great show.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, we're not going to any this year. I'd like to. I really would. But yeah, they'll be wide open for the next 3-4 weeks, I guess it is.
Something like that. Yep, you are correct. Well, cool, man. Well, I know you got to get running here. You got some work to do.
Yeah, I sure do. Not quite done yet today, but I hope it won't be too long. I'll be finishing up. But yeah, man. So definitely enjoyed it, and be ready. Hopefully next week we'll have a regular week. I hope everything go as planned, and there won't be no technical difficulties by any means. I hope.
I ain't promising anything.
Well, hey, it ain't your fault. That's for sure, man. Shoot, you done. I mean, it worked great last time, so I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. But anyway, tenfold, man. Well, y'all enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll be back next week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live over here to the Earl Ramey Racing Engines shop, I think, over here. We got a car in the background and got our buddy Michael Leach and Derrick McGrew Jr. over there with the 26 modified there in the background. There was kind of some news come out. Mikey, what's going on with you, man? How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing real good. We're getting things ready at the Longhorn shop for Volusia. We're going to have 4 cars racing there with us, all under the same tent. So, things have been a little chaotic, but we're getting it together. We'll be ready for Volusia, which is the 6th through the 11th for the modifieds.
6th through the 11th with the modifieds. Well, there was some bad news come out kind of today, unfortunately. Mother Nature got us for this weekend. Plans were you were going to jump in that one of them center steer modifieds there at Lakeview with our friends Derrick McGrew Jr. there. I was looking forward to it, man. Really was.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We were too for sure. I got the call today. I assume these guys got the news today too that they canceled everything. And man, we had everything lined out. I mean, you got shirts made for us and everything. Like we're ready to go. They had my car wrapped, name on it, everything. All my sponsors, everything you can have, just ready to go.
Turn around, Derek. Let me show them the back.
Yeah.
We had the back of the shirts. We had Mike's name on there. We had our major sponsors. We had all his major sponsors on there. We wanted to look good in Victory Lane at Lakeview. So I wasn't sure which one was going to be first or second, but I figured we were going there and we are going to finish first and second. So
That's right. That's right. Well, man, I hate that happened, but I feel pretty positive. Knowing these guys, probably can make something work here through the rest of the year at some point.
Right, and I believe that's the plan. We talked a little bit earlier today about doing something later in the year. Don't quite know when that's going to come yet, but give me a call whenever and we're ready to go. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to get in one now because I just sat in one for the first time. It felt so weird to me being in the center there and the way all the linkages were set up and everything. But hopefully we'll have something coming up here in the future, and I bet we'll run good with these guys.
For sure, man. For sure. We'll talk a little bit about what you got coming up down here at Volusia real quick. We know you got some big racing. You haven't stopped over the winter, man, and it's like you just kept racing since we talked to you at the shop there in what was that? October.
Right before Charlotte.
Yeah, right before Charlotte. October, November. So you've had a lot of racing, and how you feeling about 2023 this year, man?
I mean, we're ready to go. We'll be in an open modified for a second time ever at Volusia. Our first time was last November. We ran the Rudiman, ran pretty good there, so I'm feeling pretty confident going to Speed Leach here. But yeah, it'll be our second time with an open motor and modified coming up here soon. So we definitely getting some level changes here, trying to find some more competition, find some better guys to run with, and we're getting to that point now, and it's getting exciting. So my car's almost done. We got it wrapped up last night, my open modified. Got it wrapped up last night, and we're hitting the road on Saturday to go to Volusia. So 6 straight days of racing with some of the best guys around. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I'm really excited for it. I think we'll do just fine.
Cool deal, man. Well, I want to ask you something real quick, being that you are entrenched there at the Longhorn shop as well. Pretty much every super late model race this season has been won by a Longhorn.
Yes.
That's a big testament to that shop, man, and it really is. How's that make you feel being there, putting your hands on them cars every day, and you know, just working on them, and then you see them go out there and perform like that?
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I've talked to a couple guys in the shop too that build the late models, build the modifieds and whatever, and that's always a talking point that comes up. It's like, man, we're the ones doing this, right? Like, we're the ones that are making this happen. They're starting this up for these guys. Like, we are hands on the baddest late models in the nation and modifieds too.
Oh yeah,
we're hands on. We're building them. It's a good question because it's awesome. And I mean, you'll talk to anyone in there, and I guarantee you they'll mention it.
For sure, man. It was just somebody asked me what I felt about it the other day, and I told him, I said, well, you've got 2 choices. I said, you either win in one or you get beat by one. So you go pick. I'm gonna say horns up.
Yeah, exactly. I think most people would say that too at this point. I mean, credit to those guys. It's crazy how we've taken off here with these Longhorns and how we've just got big names jumping in them left and right. It seems like every other week we're getting another call that this guy's hopping the Longhorn now, this guy's hopping the Longhorn. So it's kind of been crazy, just this progression even through the offseason. We've had a lot of big changes, and it's been really cool to watch them fire off. A lot of new guys too, like Shepard, guys like that, watching them try to figure out everything and get a feel for the cars. It's been cool. And I already know their progression is going to be great here. Those guys, Pierce, all those guys are going to be in these Longhorns longer. They're going to figure these cars out real quick, and some of them have already. So, I mean, that's the cool part about it. For
sure. Well, let's move over to Junior here real quick. Junior, what's going on, man? It's good to talk with you.
Yeah, you as well. Not much. We just got down here late last night and finally settled in and spent all day today trying to organize everything in the trailer, and then found out the news that this weekend got canceled. So kind of bummed us out, but hopefully we can still be able to do something, Michael, later on in the year, and see where it goes from there.
Well, being that even though they're this weekend got canceled at Lakeview, which stinks, but I'm right here down the road, about 45 minutes from it, and I completely understand because we are flooded over here, and it's supposed to be that way for the rest of the week, unfortunately. But you got some more racing coming up here soon too.
Yeah, we're gonna head out. We were talking about heading out still on Wednesday to head to Florida. We're going to be at Alltech February 7th through the 11th. So still have another 5 days of racing ahead of us. So we still have a lot to prepare for, and hopefully we can go down there and knock out some wins.
Well, man, 2022. Me and you talked about it. 2022 was kind of up and down season for you. You had some success early. Broke a motor. Broke some motors, and had some trouble there. You're down here in North Carolina, getting all this motor stuff set up, getting all this trailer stuff straight, ready to go. Me and your dad talked. Me and you talked. Me and your dad talked there a few weeks ago at the Cars Racing Show. Y'all were down, getting motors straight, getting everything ready to go for that. So, how you feeling about starting 2023?
I'm feeling really good. We got a lot of great people involved in our corner. Guys like Earl and all the guys at Decamp Fabrications, and Chad and his team from Next Generation Roofing, and all our product sponsors, and everyone that helps us, and everyone that's on board. We've been spending this off season really working hard and trying to get our program up to par with some of the bigger teams, and we got to beat them in the shop. So we've been on top of it in the shop, and hopefully it's going to pay off this season. I feel really strongly about it, and just got to go in there with as much confidence as we can, and see where it goes from there.
For sure, man. For sure. So, how you feeling about Alltech though? You've ran that track before, hadn't you?
Oh no, I haven't.
No, you haven't. That's right. You were at another track.
No, that year we went down. And Willie drove our car actually at Lakeview.
That's right.
And then we didn't go to Alltech. We went and took our big block car, and on the way to Volusia, we stopped at North Florida Street, Lake City, which is about, I'd say, a mile down the road from Alltech. We raced there with our crate car the same week as Alltech, and then went from there to Volusia with our big block.
That's right. So how you feel about going over to Alltech, man?
I'm excited. So we got a good piece of, got a good car, a great motor under the hood. And so I'm hoping we can go down there and make everyone proud.
You always make us proud, man. Always make us proud, that's for sure. Y'all were hanging out over at our good friend Earl Ramey's shop. Y'all get anything out of Earl today?
Not much. I know his leg's still a little sore. We've been here all day. He's been here all day working hard, and his phone's probably been ringing off the hook. So try not to bother him too much, and stay out of his way and let him do his thing, and put out the best product he can put out.
For sure, man, and that's what I like to try to tell everybody every week about Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Just like you've got your car sitting there in the shop, man, it's that is the type customer service that he provides. I mean, it's he is there for the customer, there to make sure what you have is running top notch because his name's on it, and I believe 100% that you and everybody else, he wants y'all obviously running up front, and he wants to put in whatever effort he has to make that happen. And so it's cool to see, and you can attest to just how well that customer service is.
Oh, definitely. His goal is to see his customers win and be in victory lane. I wouldn't choose anybody else to be a part of. I'll have a part of our program, and Earl's became like family to us. We stayed in the camper at the shop last night, and who knows, we might end up at his house tonight. We became close with his wife Katie, his son Derrick, and stuff. So it's a relationship that I wouldn't trade for anything, and I'm glad we met him.
Good deal, man. Well, Mikey, question for you, man. What's the you over there at that shop every day, over there at Longhorn, most days anyway.
Right.
What do you think? I asked you this, somewhat when we talked before, and we just talked about all the cars, doing so well from the modifieds to the late models, just being on top of the game, man. What do you think it is that is causing that, or that you can attribute to that. I mean, I personally look at it and I'm just like, man, them dudes are so hands on. They're so entrenched in this racing right now. That's got to be what it is. But I mean, from an inside view, what do you feel like is happening over there, making everything so fast?
Well, I mean, bottom line really is you got guys that can turn wrenches and that are smart. You can be smart and you can turn wrenches, right? But when you put those two together and you got guys with years and decades of experience all in the same shop making the same race cars, you put those two things together, I mean, it's just going to happen. It's going to work out, you know? I mean, that's really the bottom line.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Them Longhorns are really fast, obviously. They're obviously too fast for victory celebrations, though, because somebody's going to have to teach Kyle how to do donuts in a late model.
I didn't really know what to think of that one.
That was great.
Yeah, that was something else for sure. I know I've seen, I guess you could say younger, less experienced drivers pull a move like that, but I never really think I'd see, out of all the drivers in the world, I'd see Kyle Larson put one on the wall after the check. Hey, I guess it happens. What can you say?
That was awesome. All right, senior. Derrick McGrew, Sr. Yeah. I want to get you in here too, man. Tell us. Let him turn his camera around here.
Here.
There we go. Get in the chair there. There we go. We got you. Well, man, I know you worked hard putting this deal together to try to get Michael Leach there in the seat, working with you guys, and man, just I know you put a lot of partners together. And you really worked hard at it. So tell us who all you got helping y'all out to make that happen.
We've got all of our normal sponsors: Next Generation Roofing, DCAM Fabrication, Roy Race Engine, CQC Auto Sales, Elevation Construction, Bill Pink Carburetors, Heavenly Hand Spa, Goodson Interiors, Elmo's Pit Stop, Elmo Speed and Supply. But on top of all those, SRI, Randy Keene, Stockyard Steel, Outpace, but we had a lot of people come on board, a lot of friends and family. Eddie Fivey Jiu-Jitsu, Derrick's mom, his stepdad, Brandon Uline, of course. But we had a lot of other people donate a lot of stuff, and we're going to highlight them throughout the week, whether it was $100, $200. We had a lot of people do a lot of stuff to make sure we could get down here with both cars. And without them, we couldn't make it happen. But, mainly DKM, they really stepped it up. We built a brand new race car for Michael. Earl made sure we had a brand new motor for it, and we were coming. When I joke around and say we're coming to win, but the last time we did this with Willie Milliken, and you were there, and you seen it that night. We came to win both races.
That's right.
And we showed up with a race car that Willie had never sat in before, and maybe I'm partial, but I'm pretty sure it looked like we should have won both those races that weekend. And I think this deal, was going to be even better. We were coming to sweep it. We were coming for first and second, and that was what we were doing. And DKM helped us build a brand new car for Michael the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And Earl made sure we had the motor. And we come down here. I get Derrick. I got Fired Swamp, one of Derrick's buddies that races down here crewing with us, and the DKM guys were going to be at Lakeview, and I was going to be able to crew chief for Michael, and Dave Constantino, the owner of DKM, was going to crew chief for Derrick, so we could really focus and concentrate on trying to make sure if we had to do any adjustments, I wasn't spread thin trying to do two cars, and Derrick had his own guy, and Michael would have his own guy, and being a driver, I could, if you had any questions, on how to drive or something, I could help with that and set up. And I thought we were down here, and I thought we came guns blazing. We had the car lettered up with all Michael's sponsors. We did some shirts. I wanted to make sure we looked good when we were up there on the podium. And hopefully, if he won, he didn't water in the fence like Kyle did. But hey, if he did, we did, and it is what it is. I would have probably thought about it just like Rumley did, but it is what it is. Take it out of the winnings. But as far as him driving the car again, we're definitely going to do it. I talked to him already. That car is ready to go now. We're going to run that at probably Hagerstown. And when all the tracks open up back home, probably the first or second week in May, have Michael come up and we'll do probably a 3-night deal. We'll probably end up running Albany, Saratoga, Fonda, and Glen Ridge as of right now. But we'll be able to hit 3 races in a row and go from there. You know how we do things, building relationships with good people. That's what allows us to do what we do. We're not a highly funded team, but we work hard and this is what we love. This is our life. So as long as we can stay involved with great people, good things keep happening. And that's all we do, race life for real. It's when I say it's not just a race, it's a lifestyle. I mean it. And that's what we do. It's, we do everything we can for a lot of people, a lot of youth. And when I met Michael down here at Earl's, I was like, you know what? Let's put him in one of our cars. Derrick was like, yeah, let's sure. And he was all for it. And we were going to do it. So if he wasn't racing next week at Volusia, I'd probably have him just bring the other car down and run there. But it kind of conflicts, so we can't do it then. But we're going to do it. And we're going to have fun. And, his relationship with Derrick will continue to grow. And hopefully, 20 years from now, they can be sitting around racing super late models talking about, the first time they met and, the cool stuff we did. And just, from here forward, just keep building great relationships and, help keep building a relationship with Michael and his family. And, one of the guys over Longhorn I've had a relationship with for about 35 years, and that's Tom Greco. We live together. We work together on these modifieds up north. So, and Timmy McCready, from the day he started racing, I've been friends with him. And so it's, there's a connection to the Longhorn already. And I think this is just another stepping stone on, Derrick building his own connections with, people his own age, and so they can grow and move forward and hopefully do great things in the future.
I believe it. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna have to have one of them shirts. Them things that look pretty good.
For sure, you know you're gonna get one.
Well, I tell you what we need to do. And I'm gonna put this out there right now just to put you all on the spot. I'm gonna need y'all to take one of them. I want Derrick McGrew Jr. and Michael Leach to sign the little white part there on the D, or somewhere on there, wherever color y'all get. And let's give it away on the show. And
hey, we got Andrew Garris here, another one of our head guys, ProFab. He's here. There he is, hiding out.
He's running away.
Yeah.
Come on, Andy. I talked to
here,
him earlier today.
For one second. I almost forgot. We got right there.
Look at that.
We got ready to go. The on both cars, maximum oil, but it's just pretty cool. It's cool to be able to, when I was younger, wanting to race, and I was a crew guy, I didn't have the person push me and help me do these things, and to be able to do these things with my son, and kind of some of the hard work I put in back in the day, paying off now, just people I met, connections I made, helping people on their cars and stuff. At the time, I didn't think, it's like, man, I'm just getting overlooked. And, then I broke into racing myself and won races and championships. But to see those things I did that I didn't think paid off for me then, paying off for my son now with the relationships he can build and the friendships he's building for his future, it's pretty cool. And it's finally sinking in that, some of that hard work I put in over the years actually was worth it. And I try to preach that every day, because I've been there. I've been at the lowest of lows, where you think you're just at the bottom and nothing's going to work out. And things just keep working out. And the more stuff we do and the more we do for other people and just do things the right way, it seems like things are just paying off. And, hopefully one day I can just sit back and watch and maybe fly in and come watch a race with Michael and Derrick racing the late model somewhere,
That's what I'm talking about.
Not have to drive and not have to do all the work. But that's my goal. I just want to be able to show up. I don't want to keep working my butt off.
I hear you there.
But I love it. So I'm probably always going to do it. But I want to do a little bit less.
I get you there. I definitely get you there. Oh, well, cool. That is awesome. I'm glad to see y'all guys teamed up that way. It's really funny. I mean, it's always funny to me, with me anyway, how these relationships and getting to meet people kind of just come around in a circle. Is like, I met Randy Keene over at SRI. He's SRI now. He wasn't with SRI when we got hooked up with SRI. Got hooked up with, then all of a sudden I met Earl Ramey, and then I met you guys at Charlotte. Actually, I was walking around with Randy Keene when I met you guys. And then I went over to Longhorn, did a show over there, and hooked that up, and me and Mikey got, and then all of a sudden y'all are riding together, So it's really cool how it's such a small world in racing, but yet it's so huge, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome to. I'm glad to be affiliated with you guys. I really appreciate y'all representing Chicken Bone Alley the way y'all do. It's really cool to me. Really cool, and I greatly appreciate it.
No problem. You're, like I said, we met through other people in our little circle, but our little circle is full of pretty cool and smart, important, and our little circle's not really that little. But to be able to be involved with you guys is pretty cool. We do everything we can for you guys, and I know you do for us as well, and not just us, but plenty of people. Michael, Longhorn, all those guys. SRI. So it's great to be affiliated with such great people, and I think the future is looking bright, even when it seems like it's not. You get that call, or you pick up the phone and call someone, you realize you're still all right, and just keep digging, and it's going to work out. As long as you're doing it with the right methods and the right reasonings. I think it all works out in the long run.
For sure. All right, Mikey, get you back on here real quick. I know they were just talking about who all they want to thank for it, but what all sponsors you got, man, that you want to thank for helping you out this 2023 season going forward?
First of all, I got to thank Dust Pods, of course, the biggest supporter for us. Love those guys. Great people over there. You got Willow Ranch Company out of Montana, as long as Big Sky Scientific, that's also out of Montana. Those are the three major guys, but of course, I got to thank my mom, my dad, Steve Arpin, all the boys back at Longhorn, Trevor Oakes. He's my crew chief. He's always working my stuff. It's just us two young guys heading out racing usually. Let's get a trailer loaded up, me and him. We go and head out, and we win races like that. So it's fun doing that with all those guys. And yeah, I appreciate them all. You can't do it by yourself, of course, and you need people behind you, and the people we got behind us are good people. So it all works out.
For sure, man. Well, cool. Junior. Man, I know your dad was just talking about a lot of them, but let them know who all helped you out, who all's helping you out this 2023 season. I know we talked about a few of them, but let's tell them again.
Yeah, we said we can't thank Chad and his team enough. They really stepped up. And having Earl in our corner is really big. And same with the guys at DKM. They give us a place to work out of with both cars, and we have them. Their backing and stuff. Is really supportive, and we couldn't do it without them. Elmo Speed Supply, Chris there, Heavily Hand Spa, Goods Interiors, Brand New Elevation Construction, Jamie at CBC Auto Sales, Outpace Race Products, Integra Racing Shocks. Sorry for forgetting, but there's a lot of people that are behind us, and we couldn't do it without every single one of them.
Awesome guys. Well, good stuff. Well, I think I'm just going to finish up the show with you guys. So I sure appreciate y'all coming on. Appreciate all of our associates with us. Earl Ramey Racing Engines, Profab Headers and Exhaust, SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, RK Motorsports Consulting. Also, our friends over at MPM Marketing. If you're looking to move up in this racing world, guys, you got to have a good marketing group with you. So head over to MPM Marketing, and they will, and Tanya will hook you up. She knows the people that know the people that know the people. So y'all head over there. She'll put you in front of every face that you need to be in front of. Put your face in front of the people that you need to be in front of. So y'all head over there and check them out. But anyway, guys, well, I sure appreciate y'all. I appreciate all y'all coming on with me. I sure wish we could have got to hang out at Lakeview this weekend. That would have been cool.
Way it goes, man.
Yeah.
Way it goes.
It's part of it. It stinks, but you got to move past it, and you're just gonna stick with it and deal with it.
Good deal. All right, guys. Well, I will be talking with y'all very soon here. We'll get up and do some more stuff together. But anyway, guys, I guess that is going to do it for this week's episode of Chicken Bone Alley. Y'all come back and join us again next time. See you later.
See you, buddy.